because I am trying to ask that Google modify some of their blocking features. At this time, I can't just go out and block a chosen person, looking up his or her username and make it such that they cannot contact me. I can only block people who have made previous interactions with me. That is, I can only block you if you, for example, have left a comment on any of my videos. I don't want my mother to have any kind of ability to talk to me at all. After going through 22 years of homelessness with her, trying to work the system, evade taxes, committing all sorts of welfare fraud and Section 8 fraud and such, I don't want my mother in my life after what she'd put me through. Not to mention I was dealing with basically unstable housing and or homelessness for like 22 years, following in her footsteps. And of course, she was also taking advantage of me for about 15 years before I finally left her, collecting SSI in my name at one point. I want to make it possible for me to simply block my mother. Just punch my mom's name in the search bar and block her on YouTube without having any kind of comment. I don't want my mom to leave any kind of comments or interactions on any of my content anywhere on YouTube. I want to make it possible to block my mother everywhere like I can elsewhere. On a Facebook, for example, I can punch my mom's name in and block her right there. I don't have to have a previous relationship with her. I don't have to have mutual friends. She doesn't have to have a comment, nothing. But I have to wait for my mom to make a move and respond to something I've put on YouTube in order to block her here. Let's change that, guys. Click the link in the description below on change.org. Please make it possible to block people we don't want following us. At this time, I have to wait for someone to comment on my YouTube channel, any of my videos, before I can block my mother. I should not have to let my mom have a shot at me before I can block her. I should be able to just block her knowing what she's already done to me in the past. And I feel you should have the same right as well. Click the change.org petition link in the description, please. Sign it, share it, demand that Google and YouTube make it easier for us to block people we don't want any contact with. I've been on YouTube for almost 5 years now, and I have just barely passed 720 subscribers. I'm not desperate for the vanity metrics, but people are pressuring me to grow and make a business. But I'm scared to grow because I don't want my mom to find me. I've been doing everything I can to quite literally run away and hide from my mother every way I can, taking jobs that I know my mom won't do because she doesn't have the endurance, she doesn't have the strength. Maybe she's afraid of the dark, so I take a graveyard shift. She used methamphetamine in the past, so she won't pass a drug test, so take jobs where I have to pass a drug test. I'm doing everything I can to avoid my mom. And unfortunately, YouTube is a bit of an oddball in the sense that I cannot just go and punch my mom's name in the search bar and block her account right there. I can't do that here. And technically, neither can you. If there's someone you're trying to hide from, you're trying to end any toxic interactions with, you can't just punch that guy's name in and block them right there. You have to wait for that sucker to leave a comment on one of your videos to then be able to block him or her, which is messed up. I should be able to block my stalkers, my abusers, my exes, my whatever predator, perpetrator I've dealt with. I should be able to block them without them having a shot at me. So, if you wouldn't mind, guys, click the link in the description below for change.org and request that YouTube modify their blocking settings so that way we do not have to wait for someone to make a move onto us before we have the ability to block them. Let's make it possible that we could block users when we want, right on the spot, with no previous engagement required. Please go to the link in the description down below, sign it, share it. Let's get this going and ask Google to make it easier for us to block people we do not want talking to us in any way, shape, or form. That way, I don't have to limit myself in effort to avoid my narcissistic mother finding me again. And if you're trying to hide from your abusers, you shouldn't have to continue hiding like this. You should be able to find their accounts and block them like you can on Facebook, X, Instagram, everywhere else. But at this time, you can't do it here on YouTube. So go to the link in the description, change.org, and sign that petition. Share that petition, sign it, spread it as far as you can. Make it possible for you and I to block people when we want, before they have a shot at us. I would really appreciate your support there. And again, you will benefit from it as well. Best wishes. Have a good rest of the year. I look forward to you guys conquering your New Year's resolutions whenever they come about. Best wishes. Thanks again. Click the link in the description, sign the petition, and share it. Get it spread far and wide, demanding that Google change their user blocking policies. Thank you, guys.